let's do a grocery haul. And I had a really good day. Hello, good morning. Today is Monday morning. It is 8:30 right now, and I am doing another average work day in my life. Except today is not super average because I also have some fun plans at the end of the day, but we'll get to that. I woke up around 7:45-ish and I made a coffee. I'm doing a little bit of reading and then I'm gonna start work at around 9. This weekend I was actually away on a little weekend trip, which was really fun, and I also vlogged it for a different video. It will be in a reading vlog soon, but that means a couple of things for today. Firstly, I have to unpack my bag and do laundry. Secondly, I was already on that weekend trip on Friday, so I only had 4 work days last week, which means there's emails and also some other work that I have to do because I didn't do it on Friday. I also would like to go on a short run today. I have to do some groceries and then I have social plans in the evening. But I also just have regular work things besides the things that I have to do from Friday that I have to do for today. So a fun and packed day. I have to be honest, I usually like the work days that are a little bit more packed more than the really chill ones, because with the chill ones I feel like it's very hard for me to motivate myself. But on days like today I'm like, okay, I really have to get shit done. I have to get up early. I have to make sure that I concentrate and do things. Instead, when it's more of a chill day, I'm like, well, I can read a couple more chapters. I can take a little bit longer of a lunch break, which is also good from time to time, but I think it's really nice to feel productive, and especially to start your week like that and just to feel good. Anyway, I have about 30 minutes more to drink my coffee and read my book. I'm currently reading The Will of the Many, which is for a different video. I'm actually filming a video where I read some of my friends' favorite books. I think it could be fun for you to guess whose favorite book I'm currently reading, because I don't think it's hard if you know us. But I'm reading The Will of the Many. It's very good so far, but it's also really, really long. And I feel like I've been reading it for a very long time already, and I'm 3% in, which is crazy. But that's mostly because I read it over the weekend, but because I was away, I didn't really have time to sit down and read a lot. So I kept reading a few pages here and there, but then because of that, it feels like I've already picked up this book 40 times, but I'm only 3% in. But I'm excited to continue reading. If you want to know any of my thoughts of this book or any actual, review things, then you have to wait for the video that I've just talked about. I don't know when it will be up, depending on how long it takes me to finish this book, but that's what's going on right now. And then I'm gonna... Hello? So that's what's happening right now. And then after I finish my coffee, I'm gonna unpack my bag, get the first load of laundry going, and then I will go to my desk and start work.
Middle of the road is just a feeling of a distant melody unknown. I was doing fine, I minded my own business till the day you took me home. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again.
Alright, it is 9:30 right now. I did the first important tasks of the day, meaning I took a long shower, I washed my hair. I was very happy to have like all of my regular products again. Even though it was just a weekend, I always feel very happy if I get to like shower in my own bathroom. Then I unpacked my stuff, I put on the washer, and now I'm at my desk to start doing some emails, which is the first thing on every Monday morning. And one thing I do if I have a lot of work to do, but I also have a lot of household tasks to do, is I put on a 25-5 Pomodoro timer, which means you work for 25 minutes and then you have a 5-minute break. But instead of doing like going on my phone or doing something else on my break, I will do some sort of household task. So for example, currently the washer is going. It will take about an hour and a half for it to finish. However, my drying rack is full from the laundry that I put on it before we went away. So I will use the first few breaks to fold all that laundry and put it away. And then by the time the washer is done, the first break that I have will be to unload the washer, get a new load going, and put that on the drying rack. And if the 5 minutes are not enough, that's fine. I will just put it away, go back to work, and then do it after working for 25 minutes. But because I'm very consistent with those 25 minutes and 5 minutes break, I get a lot of stuff done because I tend to think that things like that take a lot more time than they do, especially like folding laundry. Excuse me. Or putting the laundry from the washer on the drying rack, things like that. In my head, they take like 20 minutes, but usually after 5 minutes, it's done. So it's a very easy way for me to do all of those things. So I'm gonna start a 25-minute timer now. I'm gonna start with emails and making a big to-do list for this week. And then once I know what I have to do when, I can start my work. I just finished my first Pomodoro timer, so it's half an hour later. I did all of my emails, made my to-do list, handed in some things that I had to do, did some planning. And usually I would like want to continue work right now, but I'm really hungry, and because I was away for the weekend, I don't have any groceries. And I am very prone to like ignoring my hunger because I'm like, it's not a proper time to go outside and do groceries, and it feels like a waste of time to do that right now when I should be doing work. But also I'm hungry and I need to do groceries anyway. So I'm gonna do that now. I usually order like weekly groceries from a delivery service, but last night when I tried to do that, they didn't have a slot for today. So we will get those groceries tomorrow. So I have to go to the grocery store and get the things for today. And it's a little bit of a puzzle because I have to be somewhere at 5 and I have to make sure that I eat before I go, which is very early for me to eat. We usually eat at around 6:30 to 7, but my boyfriend comes home after I've already left. So I think I'm gonna make a soup or something like a pasta sauce during the day. I will like make it on my lunch break, and then both me and my boyfriend can heat it up whenever we have to eat, which is separately today. So I'm getting ingredients for that, and then I'm also gonna get some things for lunch. I have made bagels last week that are in the freezer, so I'm gonna take those out of the freezer and I'm gonna get some like toppings for those bagels. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna do a grocery haul when I get back, which I've never done before, but I always love it when people do that in the videos I watch. It doesn't matter that it's not like an appropriate time to do groceries right now. That's the nice thing about freelancing from home. I get to choose when I do things, and I'm hungry now, so I should make sure I have food now. Alright, I'm back. Let's do a grocery haul. Also, it is around lunchtime. My cat loves to scream at me whenever I'm in the kitchen, so I don't forget to feed him, even though his feeding time is in like 45 minutes, so he'll have to wait. First thing I got is some tulips. It's tulip season, and I wanted to get tulips last week, I think, but I didn't, and now they were on sale, so I got 2 bunches. One is like pink or red, and the other one I think is both yellow and orange, but they're still very much closed, so they will last me a long time, hopefully. And then for dinner, I decided to make a tortellini soup or a ravioli soup. I don't really know what the difference is. Anyway, I have never made this before, but I watched a Hannah Elise video this morning, and she was making it in that video, and it looked so delicious. And I also thought it would be very easy because I can just make it right now when I'm making my lunch, and then both me and my boyfriend can heat it up whenever we have time to eat. So for that, I got spinach, sausages. These are vegetarian sausages, but the original recipe is with meat. This is the pasta I got. I don't know if this is officially like tortellini or ravioli or something else, but it is filled with sun-dried tomatoes and mozzarella, so I think that will be really good. I got some tomato cubes, some cream, and some extra cheese for on top, onions and garlic, and some bouillon. And I still have tomatoes and tomato paste and all the seasonings that I needed. So that is all going in my dinner. Then for lunch, I decided to make some tuna salad. So I got some tuna and also some lettuce. And I also got cream cheese because, as I said, I have made bagels. And of course, you need to have cream cheese when you have bagels. And then I got a few snacks. I have been looking for like the perfect protein bar or like a snack to eat before I work out or sometimes as breakfast that's like relatively healthy, but it's really easy to eat. It doesn't need any prep. I can just grab it and eat it and go. So I love protein bars, but what I do not love is the price of protein bars. Protein bars in my supermarket are like €3 or €3.50 per bar, and if I want to eat one before every workout, I have to get like 3 of those bars, and then if I also want to eat it for breakfast, I need to get like 10, and that's just a price I'm not willing to pay. However, I did see these interesting things today. They were refrigerated and they're called protein yogurt bar. It looks like it's just like yogurt inside and it has a little bit of chocolate on the outside, but this looks like something that is really easy to eat and will keep me relatively full. It has 10 grams of protein. It has a little bit more sugar than I usually look for in my protein bars, but I'm curious if this will be good. It's also only 90 cents per bar, so that is a lot better. So I hope they're good and they will keep me sustained. I also thought maybe I can eat 2 if 1 is not enough because they are very small, but we'll have to see. They had different flavors. I got a vanilla one and a strawberry one. And then I also got these between bars. These are not very healthy at all, but they are really good and they fill you up. And I also got crisps because I love crisps. I have crisps in my house at all times. Those are my groceries. I am now going to make the soup base. I'm not gonna boil the pasta yet, but I'm gonna make the soup first, and then once that's done, I will make my lunch and eat.
The summer came for us and showed us what we lost. And I'm writing to myself about the things you said, about the things you said. The slowness creeps towards my feet within the light the morning brings to clean the remnants of a dream. Shadows you cannot see, I brush aside. You're on my mind this week. The lows are deep. I fall into with a refuge that is sleep. There's nothing in my view but images of you 1,000 times. The summer came for us.
Alright, I had my lunch, I made my dinner, and now it is time to get back to work. But before that, I am going to make an iced coffee in my new cup. I just took it out of the box, but I have already washed it. I bought it on my weekend trip and then I used it there, but then I put it back in the box to travel home with it. It is this viral Nespresso cup that I saw all over TikTok, and I am not easily influenced when it comes to cups specifically. I have had my same water bottle for 6 years, I think. I still use a hydro flask. It's my favorite water bottle. And I have one to-go coffee cup that I absolutely love because it clicks shut and you can throw it in your bag, because I very often take coffee with me when I go by train or when I go to work, because I just have a coffee recipe that I love. So I want to take my own coffee instead of drinking my work coffee that's less good. However, I cannot take iced coffee in that cup, and I can take it in my water bottle, but then I don't have water. So when I saw this one, I was like, I think this is worth the investment, because this is an iced coffee cup that you can completely shut. It has this special little lid for the straw, so it is completely leak proof. So I can use this in the same way that I use my other coffee cup. I can throw it in my bag, I can take it with me, but then I can drink iced coffee, which is what I love to drink in the summertime. Now, there's not really a reason for me to make my coffee in this right now because I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just excited to use it. It is time for coffee, and I also realized that I'm almost out of my homemade syrup, and making coffee syrup is super easy. You literally just put some sugar and water in a pot and let it boil on the lowest setting for like a few hours. So I'm gonna put that on while I work. I feel like I did a lot of things this morning, but not a lot of work things. So I'm really gonna log in and get a lot of work done in the next couple of hours. It is 3 right now. I spent the last couple of hours doing a lot of things from my to-do list. I actually did almost everything. So I'm quite tired now, but I am gonna stop working in about 30 minutes to go on a quick run before I have to start eating dinner and getting ready for tonight. So I'm quickly going to try this protein yogurt bar thing. The texture on this is really strange. Almost like yogurt ice cream. I don't really like the vanilla taste. It's very artificial, but it's not bad. I will definitely eat this, but I don't think it's as good and as nice as my expensive protein bars. So I guess I'm still on the hunt for a cheap alternative to that. Alright, it is time for me to go on my run, and I wanted to chat with you about how my running is going because I signed up for a 10K race that is in 3 weeks. And I've been training for it and I'm working really hard, but I have been getting a lot of pain during running for the past few weeks. And it's really annoying because it's making it really hard for me to run at all, but especially for distances. I had a lot of calf pain at the beginning of my running journey, and then a few weeks ago I went to a running store, like a specific running store with people who are specialized in running, and I went there to get new shoes because I was running on shoes that I got for like $30. They weren't very good, and I realized like, okay, I'm sticking with this hobby. Let's invest in good shoes. And she told me that I actually have a weak ankle, so we chose shoes that are stabilizing my ankle, and she told me that that might result in a little bit of pain in my knees or in my ankles at the beginning of like walking in my new shoes, because my running form is different now, because on my old shoes one of my legs was kind of compensating for my weak ankle. So now that my ankles are stabilized, the rest of my body will have a different form. At least that's what she told me. And then I told her about my calf pain, and she was like, that is because your muscles are not strong enough yet to like hold the force and the weight that you're putting on it while running. And ever since my new shoes, my calf pain has been getting worse. So the first time I ran after my new shoes, my calves hurt so much that I really couldn't run very much. And I did a little bit more research, and apparently this is normal after new shoes. Like, it's normal to have more pain if you change something in your like setup. And the woman that helped me get my new shoes told me that the best way to break them in and the best way to strengthen my calves is to run more often but shorter distances, because I would run once or twice a week, at least run 5K, but try to run as far as I could to get to that 10K. And she told me that I should go more often and not that long, so my calves can kind of strengthen and you train the muscles as often as possible, but you don't injure them because you don't go as far. So she told me the best thing to do is to run at least 1 kilometer every single day. Last week was a week where that just wasn't possible for me, so I decided to go 3 times a week and just run for 30 minutes and see how far I got. And every time my calves hurt, I would stop, walk for a little bit until the pain was gone, and then I would run again. And every single run, it does get better. So it is working. I now had 3 or 4 runs with my new shoes. And my last run, I did actually do around 5K. It took me a little bit longer than it usually would because I did have to stop to walk every few minutes, but it wasn't as bad as the first run I did. So I am definitely improving and I feel my form getting better. But this week I have some more time. So I'm trying to do the thing that she told me, like 1 kilometer at least every single day. And running every day obviously is a time commitment. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know if I have the time, but 1K should not take me more than 10 minutes, including like a little warm up and a little cool down. And I know that it will improve my running and it will improve my form and it will help me with my pain. So I'm gonna go change now and do at least 1K. I might do 2 if I have the time, but I have to be back at like 4:15 and it's almost 3:45 now. And I still have to like change and, you know, actually go somewhere to run. So I'll see how much time I have, but I am trying to really focus on this because my race is in 3 weeks and my longest run so far has been 7.5 kilometers, which gave me a lot of hope that I can do the 10K, and I do think I can do it. But if I'm in pain, I don't want to have pain during my race. So my focus right now is to try and run pain-free. I don't have a specific time that I want to run my 10K in, so that's not something I'm focusing on at all. I just want to finish it, and I would love to finish it without having a lot of pain during my race. So I'm gonna change and I'm gonna go outside to do a very short and very quick run. Alright, I just got back. I did 1 kilometer just running, no walking in between. And I had a little bit of a faster pace than I usually do. I think, I'm sorry if my washer is loud, but I think because I was just thinking like I'm gonna go for a quick run. And then I started and then I was out of breath really fast. So I was like, oh, I need to slow my pace. And I ended up doing 1 kilometer in 7 minutes, which I usually do around an 8 minute to 8.5 4.5 minutes. So it was still a little bit faster, and most of it was very comfortable. I think I got a little bit of pain in the last 300 meters-ish, but I didn't stop to walk like I would usually do. I just kept running, and then when I hit 1 kilometer, I walked at a slow pace for around 200 meters to kind of, you know, cool down, and then I got home and I did some yoga. My calves are hurting a little bit right now, but I do think this is really good because now I feel like this is the way to strengthen the muscles. You know, kind of get to that point where it's uncomfortable and then allow my muscles to relax a little bit again, and then do the same thing tomorrow and just kind of keep pushing. And hopefully I can get to a point where 1 kilometer I can just do without any pain, and then I can do 1.5 or 2 and just keep increasing with no stops. But then at the same time, I do want to just try to do a long run every weekend or once a week, where I do try to do at least 5 kilometers more if I can, and then if I have to walk in between, that's not a big deal. But I kind of want to do both, so I still keep my, I don't know the word in English, like obviously with 1 kilometer I'm not struggling with like my breath or being able to actually finish that 1 kilometer, it's just the pain. But when I do 5 or 7.5 or 10, I am struggling to just like do the distance. So I think working both of those things might help, but I obviously also don't want to like overwork my muscles and injure myself. I'm just trying to like find the best way to fix this. I just really want to be able to do the 10K in 3 weeks, and I don't know if I will be able to do a 10K with how I feel right now. So that's why I'm really motivated to do at least 1 kilometer every day. And it feels very strange to come back from a run after 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes and have it be so short. But that is also what makes it kind of doable, because I can spare 10 to 15 minutes every day. Like I have to be able to make that work for myself. All right, I'm gonna heat up my dinner and do a quick 30-second body shower while my dinner is heating up, and then I'm gonna eat very fast. I showered, I had dinner, and I am now about to leave. And I wanted to give you a little bit of context about where I'm going. Tonight, I am going to a office party. It's not an office and it's not a party, but I'm like doing things with coworkers just as a fun activity. And we're going to a cocktail workshop. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to film, but I thought it would be fun if I can film just a little bit. And then it's Monday night, so of course I have my ceramics class. So I'm going to the workshop first, and then I'm going to my ceramics class. And I'm excited to go to my class because I love my ceramics class. And of course, you're coming along with me.
I don't know if I'm the one you want. Should I go, or should I leave this on? Because lately I've been getting this feeling that you might like me too. And just maybe I could take a little risk for you. Make me move. Oh.
I just got home. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I had a really fun evening. It was quite busy because I had to rush from the workshop to my ceramics class, but it was very fun. And I had a really good day. It wasn't very productive in terms of work because I had so many other things going on, but I did do most of the things that were on my to-do list. And honestly, I feel like I had a really good day, so that's the most important thing. Thank you for spending this day with me. I had a lot of fun capturing all of this and chatting with you today and sharing all of my thoughts and what I did. So please let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can subscribe down below if you want to. I'm really thankful that you chose to watch this, and if you choose to subscribe or comment as well, I'm really thankful for that too. Thank you for allowing me to make these videos because they bring me a lot of joy. So good night for now, and I will hopefully see you again with a different video next week. Bye!